Jeremy Clarkson has joined calls for Prince Philip to lose his license following his horror smash on Thursday. The Duke of Edinburgh, 97, had to be pulled from the wreckage after his Range Rover collided with a Kia on a 60 mph road shortly after leaving Sandringham. The vehicle was carrying a 9-month-old baby, its mother, 28, and another woman, 45, who suffered a broken arm and an injured knee, but the child was unhurt. His crash has sparked a debate about what age people should give up driving. Mr. Clarkson, writing in The Sun, said, "Yes, well, while I'm very glad that no one was seriously hurt, I'm afraid my reaction was, what the bloody hell is a man of that age doing behind the wheel of a car?" Yes, dreary motoring groups always tell us that older drivers are safer than young yobboes, but I'm not so sure. He goes on to describe the current law, which sees motorists over 70 completing a self-assessment every 3 years, as a joke. Mr. Clarkson added, "Mrs. Queen, however, is a wise old bird. As far as I know, she hasn't put a foot wrong in her entire life. Let's hope she keeps that up now and sends her husband's license back to Swansea." Share this article. Share. New figures from 2018 show that the number of drivers aged over 70 referred by the DVLA for extra testing increased by a fifth, from 4,424 to 5,500. Experts have suggested Prince Philip could be prosecuted or be forced to hand back his driving license as a row rages over whether he is too old to be on the roads. Norfolk police told Mail Online yesterday they are treating it like any other road traffic collision, meaning they are likely to question the Duke once he is recovered. A force spokesman said the incident will be investigated and any appropriate action taken. The Queen will be very annoyed with her husband, according to royal expert Ingrid Seward, and Prince Charles said recently he was always worried about his father's determination to keep driving well into his 90s. If Philip was at fault for the smash, he could be prosecuted for driving without due care and attention, but could avoid court by surrendering his driving license, Mr. Loophole Nick Freeman has said. Despite the ongoing police investigation, a new Land Rover Freelander was delivered to Sandringham today, suggesting Philip is not ready to give up driving just yet. The crash also raises major security questions after it emerged there was no royal protection officer in the car with him, but it is understood the royals' bodyguards followed in a car behind. Roy Warren, 75, was driving home from hospital with his wife Victoria, 72, who had just been given the all-clear from breast cancer, when he saw the Duke's car tumbling across the road. He helped free the conscious but very shaken and shocked royal through the 4x4 sunroof as the Duke shouted, "My legs! Where should I put my legs?" Mr. Warren said Philip wasn't rude. He was very shaken, and he went and asked, "Is everyone else all right?" He's a very brave man. He didn't make a big fuss about it. He added, "He is lucky to be alive. I saw the Duke's car careering, tumbling across the road. It ended up on the other side, having rolled right over. It was an astonishing escape for everyone. People could have been killed. The impact was enormous." Mr. Warren said he wasn't sure where the Duke's security detail had been, but added that police arrived on the scene in a different car very quickly once he had pulled Philip out. Prince Philip has a driving license, but his wife is the only legal motorist in Britain without one. The Duke of Edinburgh is from the first generation to need to pass a driving test to obtain a license. He was born on June 10, 1921, and compulsory testing for new drivers to obtain a license was only introduced in Britain on June 1, 1935. This applied to all drivers and riders who started driving on or after April 1, 1934, when Philip was 12. Philip lived in both Europe and the UK as a boy and enrolled at Dartmouth Naval College in 1939 and is believed to have taken his test around then. A Buckingham Palace spokesman said the Duke has got a driving license and follows all of the usual DVLA procedures. Philip will have had to renew his license every 3 years from the age of 70. There is no driving test or medical examination, and it is down to drivers to declare whether or not they are fit to drive. Applicants are urged to check with their doctor before applying, and the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Agency (DVLA) may make further investigations based on the declaration made. The only mandatory examination of vision takes place during the practical test, when learners must read a number plate from 20 meters. Once someone has obtained their license, it is up to them to tell the DVLA if they have a problem with their eyesight. The Queen does not having a driving license. She is exempt from the law requiring all other citizens to pass a test and hold a license if they want to drive. The monarch learned to drive with the army in 1945 when she was 19, after she joined the Auxiliary Territorial Service during the Second World War. She still drives herself around her estates